JRM Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of WPIAL High School Football, produced by JRM Video Productions.
Welcome to the Steelers High School Showcase Playoff Edition, presented by Giant Eagle, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group. We're coming to you from Martorelli Stadium in North Hills. It's first round action of the WPIL playoffs in Class 5A as the Franklin Regional Panthers take on the North Hills Indians. And welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Matt Fargo, joined alongside Johnny Patrician. It's the WPIAL playoffs in two teams in an 8-9 game. In WPI Madness, in March Madness, that 8-9 game normally bodes a good opponent and a good matchup. And both of these teams, JP, are looking for something sweeter than Halloween candy, a playoff win. Franklin Regional hasn't won a playoff game since 2018, and North Hills hasn't won one since 2010.
You know, traditionally, two blue-collar programs here, Matt, and they both need a win. This is when it really counts. It's playoff football.
And the good news for these two teams is one of those streaks ends here tonight. Let's take a look at the WPIAL playoff bracket in 5A. And you see it there, the North Hills Indians and the Franklin Regional Panthers in the 8-9 game. They get the Pine Richland Rams. Winner of this game will play the number one seeded Rams of Pine Richland, just one blemish on their record to this point. Franklin Regional checks in with a 7-3 record. North Hills 8-2 in the regular season. Franklin Regional has it teed up. Joseph Bain puts it into the air and into the end zone where it is bobbled, but it will count nonetheless as a touchback, and that is where the North Hills Indians offense will take the field, led by quarterback Kelly McCarthy. And it's almost time now for JP Game Breakers as we take a look, and it's all presented to you by St. Vincent College.
You know, Matt, this is the bigger stage. We talked about it. It's not regular season anymore. This is where every game counts. It's win or play basketball, or go wrestle, if you will. Both these teams we talked about, they haven't had a playoff win in a long time, which is surprising because these are two good programs historically. Secondly, it's a four-quarter game. This isn't boxing. You can't get a knockout in the first round. Both these teams will need to play a complete complementary full game of football. And lastly,
McCarthy dumps it off of the first play of the ball game. It's completed. Hauling it in, Josiah Mathis, the junior, able to get across the 30-yard line, pick up first down yardage, and a good first series there, the first play of the ball game.
And let me get to my third game breaker. Lastly, it's just another game. Although it's the playoffs, neither of these teams have a lot of experience in the playoffs, so you can't get riled up too much. You got to focus one play at a time. Don't let the jitters get to you. And it's still football at the end of the day.
That was a Kelly Automotive first down. McCarthy will hand it off right side, and getting the carry is Jack Martin. Martin, steady dose of 27 in red throughout this season. He's the leading rusher with 516 yards, averages just under 5 yards a crack in. He's going to be something where they're going to try to establish that running game, and it'll open up the pass game for the Indians.
Yeah, they want to establish that early. They want to take precedence and set the tone. And whose boss is going to come out in the first quarter here?
And it bouncing off one. This is Julius Green, and Green carries a convoy in front of him to the 46-yard line. Green, the other do-it-all back for these Indians, 6'1", 191, and he'll pick up 8 yards. give him 7 yards. It's going to be just 2 yards shy. 3rd down coming up here for North Hills.
And Matt, for those just joining us on the broadcast, is there a better place than Martorelli Stadium for playoff football? This is gorgeous.
It's a beautiful sight, intimate setting with no track around, and we take a look at the Giant Eagle players to watch. And we're just talking about Julius Green and Kyle Dupil.
Both guys on the sideline right now. Well, Julius Green's out there, but Kyle Dupil for Franklin, 252 carries. That's a lot. They're running him like Derrick Henry. 1773 yards, 15 touchdowns. They're going to depend on him heavily tonight. He's going to get a steady dose of the pill. And secondly, Julius Green for North Hills, only 44 carries, 361 yards, but averages 8.2 yards a carry, and they're going to need all 8 of those for every touch that he gets tonight with 7 touchdowns on the season.
Jack Martin gets the carry, moves the sticks again to the midfield stripe. You're talking about Dupil. He, the second leading rusher in all the WPIAL through the regular season. Number 2 in that category. 1st down and 10 from the 50, and there's Green getting the carry, and Green off the left side pushes forward to the 44, maybe the 43-yard line, and it's a steady dose of the running attack after that opening pass, but North Hills moving the football efficiently on this drive.
I really like the pace they're playing with, Matt. They got confidence. They're rolling with their momentum so far in this drive.
North Hills, a 10-7 win last week against Central Valley, dropped down 2 classifications to play the 3A Warriors, won that game 10-7. They go trips to the far side, top of your screen, and they'll hand it off to Martin. Go to the left side, and Martin shakes off a 1 and picks up a 1st down. Franklin Regionals, Matthew Moore makes the tackle, but it's late to stop it from a fresh set of downs.
Don't want to stall out here. Moves the sticks. They're getting chunks at a time, 4 yards, 3 yards, and that opening pass is basically a run. You know, that screen pass is just a way to get things started. Clearly, this first drive is scripted.
1st down and 10 for the Indians at the 39-yard line. They go to the screen pass, set up to the far side. John L. Edison makes the catch, but a nice open field tackle. Nothing available there. Franklin Regional flying to the football, and it's Andrew Davola on the tackle for the Panthers.
I like these quick passes, though, to get McCarthy some confidence on this first drive. Not throwing downfield yet. Easy, quick passes.
Davola has 64 tackles. That leads the team. He also has 6 sacks. He had 12 tackles and blocked a field goal last week in their win against Armstrong. 2nd down at 11. They hand it off to Martin. Martin had nothing available initially, but it's going to fight his way. This is a hard-earned yard to get back to the original line of scrimmage, where it will be 3rd down and 10, longest down and distance of the drive for North Hills.
Well, they stalled out. Looks like they're going to need to go to a downfield passing attack, which we haven't seen yet.
Ryan Carey comes off onto the sideline for a breather on this 3rd down and 10. Trips lower part of your screen as back to pass. Looking and completing the pass to the far side boundary, but going to be about half of what they needed. On the reception for the Indians, Rashad Temple hauls in the pass. He leads the team in receptions.
You know, Matt, that's a big tackle by Jake Weir. Most people don't realize it, but if he doesn't make that tackle, he clearly gets the 1st down. It's a lot of pressure on that open field tackle right there.
Yeah, there was some hand jockeying. It wasn't just a simple wrap up there. He had to fight for that one.
Playoff football, they got to fight and claw now.
4th down and 4, kind of no man's land here for the Indians at the 33-yard line of Franklin Regional. Back to pass. McCarthy looks down the sideline, and there was a whole bunch of jumping and jiving and pushing and shoving down that far boundary, and there's not going to be a call here. Incomplete, no flag, turnover on downs. Stephen Murphy was the intended receiver, but I don't know. Are they saying just no call because both of them were going at it? They ended up out of bounds.
That's a good no call. Playoff football. McCarthy, you know, he can take a deep breath now. First drive's over. Got a couple 1st downs. They can settle in. Looks like he had a little antsy feet in the pocket there. Good protection, but they weren't able to convert.
That's your man, Weir, on the coverage, by the way. Here's the Franklin Regional offense. 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard passer. Chase Lemke in at quarterback, and they give it off to Kyle Dupill, second in the Whitfield in rushing this season, and he gets dumped behind the line from the running back turned linebacker, Jack Martin.
You know, that's a perfect name for a running back, Dupill.
Absolutely.
Give me the pill.
Run the pill. Carries the pill.
Right.
Oh, we're going to have fun with that tonight.
Yeah, we will.
Mentioned Dupill's 15 touchdowns. Leads the team in that category, scoring 90 points for the Panthers this season. Second down, 11. Motion out of the slot. Right to left is Marchenko, and they hand it off left side to Dupill, picking his way down that far boundary, about 2 yards shy of a fresh set of downs. It will be third down.
Can't have a better setting. A nice brisk evening for playoff football. I mean, we're in November now.
You can feel it.
Yes, I can feel it. I can smell it too.
It does have that playoff feel. It's just funny. You flip the calendar, and it just feels a little different in the air here, even in the first quarter. Lights on bright here at Martorelli Stadium in this 8-9 matchup. Franklin Regional's first touch of the football. Here's their first third down. Option play. Lemke is leveled. Oh, wow. Julius Green.
Big hit. That's a tone setter right there for your first drive. And how about the alliteration by Matt Fargo? Lemke is leveled.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Ryan Carey also there. Pat Carey's son. Pat Carey not here tonight due to family matters. But his son in his senior season makes a big play there. Fourth down, 3. Punt unit is out. Joey Bain gets it away. And that is stopped at the 30-yard line, where we will take a timeout. Steelers Showcase on KDKA Plus continues after this.
A little birdie told us that you're looking for more ways to save on all your favorite Giant Eagle items. In meat, dairy, and produce. So we're making it easy with new lower prices, weekly sales, deals for days, and My Perks. Surround yourself with savings every time you shop at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
To UPMC Sports Medicine, a huge center of excellence built by Freddie Fu.
A fantastic, world-renowned place where we see athletes, we see patients of all walks of life, world-renowned surgeons.
Primary care sports medicine physicians.
Board-certified physical therapists.
A comprehensive multidisciplinary assessment to evaluate for concussion.
Nutrition.
Athletic training.
Sports performance.
Everything is right here that you need. So we deliver that right to you.
Around here in the fall, harvest moons, cool, crisp evenings, and on Friday nights, legends come alive in Pittsburgh. WPIAL High School Football. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Steel City Game of the Week. Allegiant salutes the players, the fans, the cheerleaders, and the parents. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. 6 locations and a sponsor of this WPIAL High School Football broadcast.
First quarter action here from North Hills. No score between the Indians and the Panthers. Let's go down to the third member of our crew. It's Susie Cole down to the sidelines.
Thanks, Matt. You talked about how Coach Carey isn't here for North Hills tonight, and assistant coach Brody Zangaro is taking over, and he truly loves nothing more than being back at North Hills coaching the Indians. He's just 31 years old, and as he's from North Hills, his siblings went here. Zangaro had the opportunity to play under head coach Pat Carey in his time as an Indian from 2011 to 2015. So Zangaro said that was what made it a no-brainer to come back to his alma mater. Zangaro looks at Carey like a father figure, and he says Carey is incredible, and when the head coach reached out for some help, he just couldn't pass it up. Matt?
Susie, that's great stuff. And JP was just talking about the tradition at North Hills. Pat Carey played for Jack McCurry, who was the previous head coach here at North Hills. Just the torch being passed down generation to generation. And a deep ball here that's caught and going all the way to the end zone for the North Hills touchdown. Stephen Murray. McCarthy finds Murray for the Indian touchdown. 72 yards.
What a throw here by McCarthy. Puts air under it. A Russell Wilson moon ball, if you will. Lets his receiver run underneath it. And the tiebreaker is broken.
You nailed it, JP, talking about McCarthy settling in. Boy, how much more comfortable did he look on that second possession than the first. Delivers the dart. Extra point is up and good. North Hills leads it 7-0, and high school football rolls on next here on KDK and Plus.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first.
And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever.
Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Around here in the fall, harvest moons, cool, crisp evenings, and on Friday nights, legends come alive in Pittsburgh. WPIAL High School Football. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Steel City Game of the Week. Allegiant salutes the players, the fans, the cheerleaders, and the parents. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. 6 locations and a sponsor of this WPIAL High School Football broadcast.
At kickoff rolling around there for Franklin Regional's Jameer Austin. He had to pick it up off the turf, and as he looked up, he saw a sea of red in his face.
You know, sometimes those kickoffs aren't planned like that, but when they happen, it's good. You know, it's hard for the return team to field it with everybody running down on his face.
These special teams units are really, really impressive. You talk about for Franklin Regional, they led by Joey Bain. He has 6 field goals on the season. And Jack Scarcella, who just did that kickoff, he has 6 field goals on the season. And coming into tonight, right before that touchdown, he was their leading scorer of the season with all the extra points and field goals he kicked, scoring 43 points just himself.
It pays to have a good kicker, especially in the playoffs. Most of these games come down to one possession.
Lemke delivers a dart. Logan Marchaco on the reception, first down, Panthers. And you've always been impressed when a quarterback throws from the far hash marks to the far boundary.
Yeah, that's rare, especially in high school football. For a quarterback to have that arm strength, that's a long way to throw the ball and risky. But I want to talk about North Hills giving McCarthy time to settle in. On the first drive, they didn't throw downfield at all, just short screen passes, and then on the second drive, they let it loose on the first play.
First down 10 from the 29. They hand it off the left side to Pill, pulled down from behind. Nothing available there. And it was Jaleel McKinley-Jones, a sophomore, pulls him down for no gain.
How you start a game is so important, Matt, and North Hills has the energy. They have the momentum. Franklin Regional is going to need to get some consistency here. or else things could turn quick.
Second down, 10 from the 29. Franklin Regional does that look. The far side boundary. Alongside Johnny Patrician and Susie Cool down on the sidelines. Matt Fargo here with you on this Friday night, the opening round of the postseason 5A playoffs, 8 versus 9. DuPill, no, this gives it off to Jude Gentili, and Gentili breaks free and into North Hills territory. Biggest play of the night for the Panthers, and they have something cooking going to their number 2 back.
Now Franklin Regional can exhale. Okay, we got something under our belt.
31 yards on the run for Jude Gentili. Gentili, a dangerous back, a change of pace from DuPill. And he remains in the game to the left of Chase Lemke. Fake it to him, and Lemke keeps off the left side of the option, picks up 2 inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Ryan Carey knocks him down at a linebacker spot.
I see some exchanged words and small shoves after the play. You can tell it's playoff football. It's a little chippy down there, and that's the way it should be.
Well, Nicky also getting his hat on the ball carrier there. Second down, 8 at the 38. Clock winding here in the first quarter, 7-0 North Hills. Jeez. They do it on one play.
This first quarter went fast.
Big time. Can't figure out, put my finger on why.
Do they shorten the clock in playoffs?
Lemke, back to pass, looks and gets tripped up. There comes a late flag. Oh man, I think McAllister Bresnahan earned himself a penalty. Looking like there was a little bit more interference than there was. The official's going to sort this out. Right in front of the student section, they don't like it. They're going to call defensive holding on the Indians. Take another look at the UPMC Sports Medicine Instant Replay.
Watch how Lemke throws this ball. He almost pauses in his arm motion there. I think he wasn't ready, or he was ready, but the receiver wasn't looking yet. He was getting held.
For a defensive back, though, when you put your arms up, more times you're saying I'm guilty than I'm innocent,
exactly,
right?
Yes. Never do that.
Second down 3 from the 33, play action. And keeping is Lemke off the left side, diving for the first down. A first down brought to you by our friends at Kelly Automotive.
Lemke runs hard. He's a tough kid. Brings that dual threat capability to the quarterback spot for Franklin.
He has a second leading rusher on the team. He's tossed for 1,228 yards and 14 touchdowns. Don't want to throw the interceptions, though. He has 9 of those on the year.
Which is different from last year. We called their game last year, and they didn't throw the ball at all.
Right. Talking about the showcase game against Gateway. A season ago, first down at 10 from the 28-yard line. They set up a screen here off the motion, and Elijah Bennett makes the catch, but North Hills not fooled. Everybody stays on assignment. Brings down Bennett quickly. Looks like no gain on the play, second down.
Little shovel pass there. I like that play design. That's a hard throw when it's that close to throw it overhand like that. Wow, first quarter already.
Already in the books. We come outside of the first quarter with North Hills leading Franklin Regional 7-0. Come back with a second quarter of the Steelers Showcase. Special guest joining us on the back half of this break on KDK+.
As someone who disrupts plans for a living, I can't say enough about the importance of life insurance. Sometimes you can see the end zone right ahead of you, you can have a clear shot, then bam, it's Cam. A policy from GBU Life can let you focus more on getting out from under what life throws at you and worry less about protecting the life you are working hard to build. You can get a policy with GBU Life that is affordable to you now and build on it for the future with their guaranteed purchase option rider. Get started protecting the life you are building today at gbu.org.
It's Potomac Furniture's 75th anniversary sale. Celebrate our birthday with 40, 50, and 60% savings. Stop in today, Route 19 in McMurray, or visit PotomacFurniture.com. Furniture of distinction at a price you can afford.
Fall is in the air at Pittsburgh's premier outdoor shopping, dining, and play destination, the Waterfront. Find fall weather gear at retailers like Old Navy, DSW, and Rally House. Dine at family-friendly restaurants like Primanti Brothers, Shorty's Tap and Taco, and more. Experience indoor playtime at Dave & Buster's, Urban Air, and more. Speaking of play, the Waterfront is a proud sponsor of this Steel City High School football broadcast and happy to support WPIAL football across our region. Visit us at waterfrontpgh.com for more information.
Think you've tried everything at Panera? Think again. Introducing more new sandwiches and salads with our new flavor-packed toasted Italiano and the mouth-watering Mediterranean chicken greens with grains. More in every bite, just like the new ciabatta cheesesteak with melty provolone and garlic aioli. And more new options under $10, including our new creamy bacon mac and cheese. Come taste the new era at Panera.
Did you know you can make your home or building look brand new? For the whole project, or just spot repointing, make your home exterior brand new like when it was built. Call or visit Mariani-Richards.com.
And we'll welcome you back. Second quarter getting underway here from North Hills. It's Steelers linebacker Landon Roberts joining us. Thanks so much for taking some time out and getting to see some Friday night high school football. How is it so far?
Oh, man, it's great, man. Just seeing a Friday night playoff atmosphere down here in Pennsylvania. You know, it's been great. You know, big vibes.
You talk about your high school days. Does it bring back some memories? Texas high school football, a little different from Western Pennsylvania, so we don't want to compare the two, but what are some of your memories from back in Texas?
Nah, but honestly, man, just the atmosphere of this playoff football down here, it does open up a lot of memories that I had when I played high school football in Texas, man. It's very competitive. The kids, man, you see some hard hits out there. You seeing some plays. You seeing guys come up, making elite throws and making great catches and stuff like that. So, man, you know, it just really, you know, bring goosebumps to me out here watching them, man.
You played at Memorial High School in Port Arthur, Texas, and then went on to play at Morgan State before transferring to Houston. But being kind of the underdog in high school, I feel like there's so many of these kids here. What was that thought process when you weren't highly recruited in high school, just to grind your way to the National Football League?
Yeah, man, just it's just a grind each day, you know, and seeing these guys out here, man, you right now we watching somebody that's going to be in the NFL. Like, literally, like somebody out there right now is going to be in the NFL, and we don't know who. And it might be the smallest guy on the field, it might be the biggest. You really don't know. But one thing about it is that it's about just heart. It's about continuously to work hard. It's about everyday grinding, and it's about, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, your fundamentals around football.
Jude Gentile there pushing the pile. Franklin Regional's trying to punch one in here and knot things up here in the second quarter. Here with Steelers linebacker Landon Roberts. You know, and you also ran track in high school. You think it's important for student athletes still to this day to have the dual sports and still participate in any sport they're interested in?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, especially track. You know, speed is everything. When you get to this level, it's a lot of speed on the field, and I mean, you got to be able to run. It's a part of the game now. So,
it was second down and goal here for the Panthers, pistol formation.
Yeah, but they in the goal line front. They about to run the ball. Touchdown.
There you go. Gentile.
Oh, they stopped them. They stopped them.
They sure did. North Hills, Jack Martin denies. Closes the door. It's third down and goal.
As a defensive player here, what are you calling on defense? You blitzing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking away the A-gaps right now.
Double mug?
Yeah, I'm pinching everything inside, making them either throw the fade or they just going to have to run it downhill.
You got a flag that blew this, so another look at the...
Probably false start. Oh, encroachment on the defense?
Yes.
Well, that's not going to hurt the defense. They just really going to pick the ball up and sit it right back down.
But spoken like a defensive player, thinking it was a false start, though.
Yeah, I'm just like, false start. They don't usually blow it dead for encroachment.
Look at those splits by the offensive line. There are none.
Look, quarterback sneak. Told you.
There it is. Lemke Strike up the band. Touchdown, Panthers. Landon Roberts called it. Panthers on the board on a quarterback sneak from Chase Lemke. Extra point away from tying things up here in the second. There's not a whole lot you could do defensively to stop something like that close.
There's some things.
A good nose tackle helps. Cam Hayward helps.
Fair enough. Joseph Payne for the extra point. And it is up and good. Landon, thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Best of luck the rest of the season. 7-7, Franklin Regional and North Hills on the Steelers High School Showcase. We're back on KDK Plus after this.
This awesome gift is from my grandma. I use free pay policy from GBO Life. What does it do? It accumulates cash value, helps protect my future insurability, and it may even earn dividends. What's so great about that? My policy will grow with me. Plus, I get access to the GBO Life Youth Leaders Program, scholarships, and more. Oh. You might be interested in a GBO Life annuity. You're probably thinking about retiring soon, right, Mrs. Jones?
Macero Corporation has been a commercial general contractor in Pittsburgh since 1967. But did you know that we also have an agency construction management firm? Macero Construction Management Services can be your advocate when building or renovating your new school. If you're a school superintendent, business manager, or a school board member and have a new construction project on the horizon, Macero CMS can provide you with the complete construction management services you need for a successful project delivered safely, on time, and on budget. Visit MaceroCG.com for more information.
Thanks to Macero Construction for that word as we welcome you back here to Martorelli Stadium, tied at 7. Franklin Regional North Hills in our Steelers High School Showcase Game of the Week, presented to you by Giant Eagle, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group. 9:25 to play here in quarter number 2. North Hills back with the football with a tie ball game. They go with the short pass completed. Jackson May on the, I beg your pardon, that was Josiah Mathis on the reception and quickly tackled for a minimal gain. They're going to give him 5 on that.
They got half. I like the quick game to start the drive here. Positive play, which always helps. You're not going backwards. Now they can run the ball here if need be.
Franklin Regional has 16 seniors and all of them play in some facet or another. As they go off the left side, no gain on the play, just back to the 25-yard line, nothing more. As they go to Julius Green there.
And that helps so much, Matt, in high school and college, but more so in high school. These guys are older, more developed. They've been playing together for a long time. A senior-led class is really important to a team's success.
I think it's also important that Lance Getze is in his 4th year, so he's kind of a senior with them. Came up when they were freshmen to now. Back to Pax McCarthy. Looks overcooked just a tad. Josiah Mathis, the intended receiver, but ball was out of bounds. It's 4th down, and special teams units are trading sides from both sidelines.
I don't think McCarthy expected him to be that open. He kind of threw him open and almost didn't need to. Little quarter roll flood concept into the boundary. Oh,
we get a penalty. Blows this dead.
There's the false start that Landon Roberts was talking about.
Punts away, back to receive. He's Silva, and we'll step aside to keep our eye on the field here on KDK Plus.
College isn't for everyone, but from pay to training to retirement, Pennsylvania Laborers Union members live better.
PA Laborers Union offers a great wage potential of $42 per hour and terrific health benefits.
Imagine having 0 student loans while receiving state-of-the-art construction training. Join the team and get mentorship and guidance from experienced members. Go now to laborparecruit.com for more information.
Martorelli Stadium, the site of this 8-9 playoff game in 5A, North Hills Franklin Regional. Panthers trailed 7-0. Now they get the ball and a chance to take the lead, and Lemke goes off the right side, and he has a first down and more all the way to the 25-yard line, where he's knocked out of bounds. Kelly Automotive first down.
Now that play was successful because of the play they ran on the first drive. They did the pitch on the first drive and set that play up with the fake pitch, quarterback draw.
16 yards on the quarterback keeper. Sets up a first down at 10 at the 27. Gentili. We haven't seen Kyle Dupil in a minute. Second leading rusher in the Whippeal coming into tonight. Something to maybe get Susie on as Lemke goes back to pass, throws to the near side. It's Marchako, and he shakes off a defender before moving forward to the 16-yard line. That's another Panther first down.
A Pittsburgh Panther first down.
The colors are also reminiscent there too.
Yeah, they're more like the
old school.
Old one, yeah.
Wow.
Not the old school, just a couple years ago. Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald days. Is that better?
Yes. The Dino Cat days.
Tyler Balco days.
Right.
Gentili picks his way for a yard or two. Now inside the Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union red zone.
And yeah, Matt, you talked about Dupil not being in, but Gentili is filled in nice. A good change of pace, quick, short burst, agile, hits the hole well.
.6:15, clock winds here in the second. North Hills student section enjoying a Halloween theme. And the defense feasting with the shutdown of that carry. Gentili not able to go anywhere, and it's third down.
North Hills implementing the bend but don't break defense, which is always a good one. Starts with the D-line, and that's huge to get Franklin behind the sticks here in the high red zone. Be great to force him to a field goal.
Harmon Hemingway's been causing ruckus there on the defensive front, along with Jaleel McKinley-Jones. 3rd and 8, rolling. Lemke throws behind a receiver, incomplete. 4th down, trying to get Mochako on the reception, and it will be 4th down.
Well, you talk really highly about the special teams unit, so here's the first true test, Matt.
.32-yard attempt. Joseph Bain has converted 6 field goals this season. Out of the hold of Mocharko. It's good. Make it 7. Special teams coming up and putting Franklin Regional in front for the first time. 10-7 in the Steelers High School Showcase here at KDK Plus.
From heating and cooling to a large array of construction equipment, Herc Rentals has the gear you need to get the job done. Herc Rentals is already a staple in several communities across the United States and Canada and have been serving our customers' needs since 1965. with a catalog of equipment that spans the spectrum of almost every kind of solution you can think of. To learn more about Herc Rentals, visit hercrentals.com or call us at 1-888-777-2700.
It's Potomac Furniture's 75th anniversary sale. Celebrate our birthday with 40, 50, and 60% savings. Stop in today, Route 19 in McMurray, or visit PotomacFurniture.com. Furniture of distinction at a price you can afford.
My patients and I grew up together. I love watching my patients when they retire, starting when they're 61, 62. 2 years left, doc. I got 2 years left, doc, and then I'm good. Then they deserve a retirement, and Medicare Advantage is for that.
I think we also want choice. Whether you are home or traveling, our plans give you access to a large network of doctors and hospitals, including UPMC. That's peace of mind.
You can't get better than that.
By the time this Steelers fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Steelers watching. Better with Pepsi.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by UPMC Sports Medicine, by GBU Life, by Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union, by Giant Eagle, grocery shopping made easy. Tonight's aerial coverage presented to you by GBU Life. Protect what matters now. And what matters now to Franklin Regionals, a 10-7 lead. They'd like to protect first lead of the ball game.
That's so important to have a good kicker. I mean, it sounds obvious, but in high school football, that's rare to come by, especially in the playoffs when these games could come down to field goals. You have a guy you can trust.
We have two great ones. Told you, both of them on either side. 6 field goals coming into tonight. Joey Bain put one through to give the Panthers a 10-7 advantage. Back to the Indians here at Martorelli. Touchback. Yeah, both teams are benefiting from the rule that JP has gone on record multiple times in hating.
Yeah, it's fake. It's not real. It's not football.
Well, here's a question: would you like to see the WPIO and probably more globally, the National Federation of High Schools go to the NFL-style kickoff?
No. But you don't have Roger Goodell worrying about the long-term brain health.
Sure.
You know, I mean, it's great. The kickoff is such an exciting play. You get the biggest collisions and you get an explosive play. It's football in its truest form.
Jet motion, trying to get the edge, is John L. Edison, and he's shoved out of bounds. Heath Silva on the stop.
Not a horse collar. Grab the jersey.
Second down and 8 here for the North Hills offense. From the 22-yard line, McCarthy hands it off. Trying to bounce it outside is Green, and Green does so to the near side boundary where he's escorted out of bounds. Darwin Jones does the escorting, and where it's third down at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 5 coming up for North Hills.
To most people, that probably looks like a run-of-the-mill 5-yard carry, but that was a really good run. He should have been tackled in the backfield.
Mentioned North Hills sideline without Pat Carey, head coach, family reasons tonight. And just float this one up, bobbled and nearly didn't catch it. North Hills, Jack Martin says, I caught that thing. And then North Hills is going to get this football. Let's see this one again. Oh no, Jack. Sign him up for the theater department.
He sold it. Wow. The refs aren't going to send it to New York.
No.
They're going to let him play.
17 yards on the pass and catch. Handoff left side. Not anything available. Green reverses field, and Green somersaults. Sticks the landing. There is a flag down. And this one might be coming back here against the Indians. Yep. It's a ball don't lie moment, I think, JP.
That's exactly what it was. But North Hills will take it. And Green he got to be careful with this. I noticed it on a previous run. He's going for the stiff arm and getting the face mask of the defender. Still a great run, though. Another time he should have been tackled in the backfield.
He's going to push this back to 1st and 25. Ball sits on the 27-yard line. They need the 48 of Franklin for a first down. Keeping, designed run for McCarthy, and there wasn't too much space available. Collapsing in was Andrew Davola, the senior, one more time, leading tackler for these Panthers.
And Matt, you mentioned Pat Carey's not on the sideline. That's something to pay attention to as the game goes on, because somebody new's calling timeouts as the game goes on. It's a different voice in the huddle. That changes things.
That's Brody Zancaro, according to Susie Cool, down on the sidelines. Acting head coach tonight. Pressure off the edge. McCarthy had to get it away, and because of that pressure, McAllister Bresnahan was leveling down there on McCarthy, and he had to hurry up and throw it, and ended up throwing it too far outside to the intended receiver, Green.
Yeah, that pressure saved the play, because if Green would have caught that, he would have been getting some extra yardage, some yak.
Open pastures for sure.
And with him in the open field, that's dangerous.
Well, the coach is calling Green one of the heartbeats of the team, as McCarthy trying to escape, and he can't. He'll go down, sacked. A loss of one on the play, but more damage than that because it's 4th down, a big-time 3rd down sack. Jesse DePerna, and a timeout is taken by Franklin Regional. We'll keep our eye on the field and step aside from this word by GBU Life.
This awesome gift is from my grandma. I use free pay policy from GBU Life. What does it do? It accumulates cash value, helps protect my future insurability, and it may even earn dividends. What's so great about that? My policy will grow with me. Plus, I get access to the GBU Life Youth Leaders Program, scholarships, and more. Oh. You might be interested in a GBU Life annuity. You're probably thinking about retiring soon, right, Mrs. Jones?
.341 to play here in the second. Hey, stick around for the Shell halftime show with Susie Cool. And a new guest, Colin Johnov's going to join Susie down on the sidelines. Franklin Regional graduate. Played some football at Pitt.
Yes, sir. Well, Matt, the football gods did their job because it was an incomplete pass on 3rd down the previous series. You hear me?
Yes. Yep. They find a way, right?
Nice punt.
Punt fielded from the 33-yard line. Spinning forward there is Peace Silva. Let's take a look at the scores from around the WPIAL. Moon leads Penn Hills 13-0. The Tigers finding a way again. They are a dangerous, they're the 10th seed in 5A. They can make some noise. We just saw them last week. Penn Trafford at South Fayette, they're tied 7-7. Penn Trafford beat Moon earlier this season. Moon just beat South Fayette last week. TJ and West Day, how about the 8 seed, 1 seed matchup there? Scoreless. No score between those two. Montour just a 7-0 lead over Mars. KO and Mohawk are tied at 7. And the Cornell Raiders leading the Leechburg Blue Devils in single A 8-0. That's another 8-9 matchup down there in single A. So really good matchups here throughout the WPIL in round one of the playoffs.
You always want to see close games in the playoffs. It's no fun when they're blowouts.
Gentili back to work for the Panthers, a first down. Picks up 13 and into North Hills territory. Just got to keep a second eye on that clock winding now towards 3 minutes.
And North Hills was the first team to score here, Matt, but Franklin Regional's on a roll. They've found their momentum and found what they like on the offensive side of the ball.
Keeping is Lemke and lowered his shoulder there. Only a 1 yard pickup. Jason Taller on the tackle for the Indians. The only time Franklin Regional missed the WPL playoffs since 2003 is Lemke throws it. It's intercepted. What a catch! Logan Elnicki on the interception. A tip drill to yourself to force a turnover.
Franklin goes with the RPO. Lemke made the right decision by pulling the ball and keeping it. Didn't make the right decision by throwing it. But hindsight is always 20/20. Should have just lived to see another day. I like the thought, being aggressive. What a catch.
What a catch. Gets the North Hills student section excited here. They trail by 3, 2:34 to play in the first half. McCarthy gonna test it down the far sideline, and it is incomplete. The whole stadium wants a flag, and they're gonna get one.
That was definitely a hand fight between both players, but I love the aggressiveness to take a shot right after the turnover.
Stephen Murphy, the intended receiver, and the pass interference. 15 yards in high school football. Moves the Indians into Franklin Regional territory. A little bit of an arm bar there. Jake Weir in coverage.
Jake Weir did a great job at the beginning part of that play, getting the receiver as close to the sideline as he possibly could.
Green fights inside the 40 to the 39. 5-yard pickup on first down. Been a clean football game, and I guess that's a big reason why we're headed towards 2 minutes to go already.
Yeah, that was the first turnover. Not many penalties.
Back to Martin. And Martin with the head of steam picks up a Kelly Automotive first down.
They go with a pistol formation. Gets that running back going downhill with the lead blocker.
Matthew Moore wrestled him down, but a fresh set for the Indians. Clock winds to 1:30. Left side carry for Green. Green stays in bounds, pushes forward inside the 30, picks up 3, and we're going to get a timeout taken by North Hills. And we'll keep our eye on the field with this message from our friends here at the Steelers Showcase. Minute 18 to go. North Hills just burns a timeout. Indians trying to at least tie this thing up. Now they're in that striking distance. They could try to get the lead here before the break.
On that last play, Darwin Jones for Franklin had a great opportunity to halt this drive in its tracks. Would love to see him try to get his helmet on the other side.
Post-Gazette power rankings there, Upper St. Clair at 1, even though they didn't get the #1 seed. That belongs to Pine Richland at 2 in 5A, and ball in and out of the hands. Wouldn't have been a big gain. If anything, it might have been a loss there. Intended for Justice Green, younger brother of Julius, one of 5 brothers.
Yeah, he doesn't know it, but it's probably best that that wasn't caught. Stops the clock. Would have hurt his team more if he did catch it.
North Hills trying to at least even it up here with 1:14 to go in the first half. McCarthy throws over the middle. Got his receiver. It's Murphy. Murphy, who had the touchdown earlier in this ball game of 72 yards, hauls in another, and it's a first down inside the Allegiant Federal Credit Union red zone.
Matthew Moore, the safety, saw it. He knew it was coming. You just got to trust it.
As a defender, are you worried like you're going to make that hit and it be a penalty if you're too early? Is that why you're shy? As McCarthy dances, rolls, and is pulled down.
To answer your question, Matt, sometimes in those bang-bang plays, you're not sure whether to go after the ball or the man.
McAllister Bresnahan knocked him out, and we get another timeout. 36 ticks to go here in the first half. Big East Conference, how that ended. Franklin Regional ended up 3rd, 7-3 overall, 4-2 in the conference. Now, Franklin Regional's only losses to Upper St. Clair out of conference, and then in conference to the 2 teams ahead of them, Penn Trafford and Woody High. And then for North Hills and the 5A Northeast Conference, Pine Richland finishes unblemished in the conference. Penn Hills just the 1 loss to PR. And North Hills, 2 close losses. Gave Pine Richland everything they could handle, 29-24. North Hills was the team to play the Rams. They think they can have a shot. McCarthy has time. Pressure collapses now as he'll roll and fire it out of bounds. Incomplete with 28 seconds to go. And 3rd down upcoming here for the Indians.
The clock almost is not an issue at this point. You got more than enough time to do whatever you got to do. They don't need to be in a rush.
Yeah, I think it's more of the down marker at this point. 3rd and 12.
But it'll be interesting to see how they attack this, whether they play for the field goal, play it safe, or aggressive for the first down.
Keeping McCarthy, trying to make it closer. McCarthy breaks free, and he has a first down right at the sticks right here. It looks good from here. They're going to hurry up to the line out of timeouts. 13 seconds, spike the ball. But they spiked it on 4th down. It's turnover on downs. It's Franklin Regional football.
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. So you get nothing.
Easy mistake. He was rushed by the clock. Wasn't sure of the exact spot. Nice run by McCarthy on 3rd down.
And they hurry to the line. This is now 4th down. They marked him short. As I said, it was close. I thought the spot initially looked good enough, but they roll it clearly shy. The spike. And now Franklin Regional goes into the locker room, the 9 seed over the 8 seed. 10-7 at the break.
Big missed opportunity there for North Hills. Not the way you want to finish the half. But good news, it was just the first half. You got a whole nother half of football.
Franklin Regional leads at 10-7 over North Hills. Shell halftime show is coming up. And before that, we go down to Susie Kuhl, who has Coach Getzey.
Coach, you said North Hills was going to bring the pressure tonight. So where's your team best navigating that?
Well, I think, just changing things up with who's getting the ball, where we're running it. I think we've run up the middle, out on the edges. We're mixing in the pass pretty good. But, they're tough kids. That's why it's a 10-7 game.
One of your guys that's usually in the mix, Coyote Dupil, not in the mix as much tonight. What's going on with him? Any update?
Well, he's just, he's a little sore in the rib area, so we're trying to watch him a little bit. He'll be probably getting a little bit more carries in the second half, hopefully.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Matt?
Susie, thank you for the injury update as instant as you can get it from the horse's mouth, as they say.
Typical coach speak there. It says he's a little sore.
Yeah, a little sore. Hope the second leading running back in WPIL can join us for the second half of this one because it's a good one so far. Panthers and Indians, 3-point game at the break. The Steelers High School Showcase Game of the Week rolls on. Presented to you by Giant Eagle, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group. Halftime at Martorelli, but our halftime show on the back half of this break. Stick around with us here on KDK Plus.
By having real clients and producing real campaigns, at La Roche, our students thrive by putting their ideas into action.
The students at La Roche that are using applied learning completely nailed my business and delivered me something that I am going to be able to use in real time.
It was a really nice experience to actually see how the establishment functions, being able to actually work with real people, real community partners, instead of something that was hypothetical.
I'm Albert Lin. I'm Chief of Shoulder Surgery at UPMC. I chose orthopedics because we have a chance of making really positive impacts on people's lives to get people back to whatever it is they want to do, whether that's their job, whether it's sports, whether it's just raising their hands so that they can put on their shirt. Everything that we do is driven towards improving patient care and patient outcome. World-renowned care, world-renowned surgery, world-renowned experts in everything. And that is really what sets UPMC apart.
Hi, folks. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Honor Museum.
Thanks. They really wore that back then, Grandpa?
Yeah, they really did.
Playing back then was tough, believe me.
Now this is the best era. Nobody could beat that dynasty.
I couldn't agree more. Those teams were unstoppable.
Now, I don't know about that, but the team was really good in the 90s.
Come on, you couldn't catch those teams in the 2000s. They went the distance, literally.
That's what I'm talking about! Yes!
The 70s are definitely the
no
best.
No way! The 2000s, hands down. Whoa, guys, stop fighting. I think every era was pretty sweet.
You said it, kid. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I hope to see you back here soon.
Wait, your tea?
Seems like a nice spot.
Welcome back, everybody, on KDK Plus to the Shell Halftime Show. I'm Susie Kuhl, and alongside Colin Johnov this week, I'm so happy to be joined by somebody on the Shell Halftime Show finally. I'm always down here talking myself. People think I'm crazy, but anyways, Colin is a Franklin Regional graduate. He, played football there as well. He played at Bucknell University. He played at Pitt. You also played professionally for a short stint with the Buffalo Bills, but what's it like watching Franklin Regional high school football now?
Well, it's good to be back watching them in the playoffs. You know, I think particularly in Western PA, we take a lot of pride in, our alma maters. We want to see them do well. So I'm hoping they break the streak here. They haven't won a playoff game since 2018, so I'm hoping tonight's the night that they can finally capitalize.
And whenever you are watching them out on the field tonight, what has been the best aspect of their game? Coach Lance Getzy, he said the North Hills Indians are going to bring a lot of pressure, but it looks like they're kind of, towing around that tonight.
Yeah, I think Jude Gentili, he comes in, he's not the starting running back, the starter goes down, and he comes in and completely changes the pace of the game. He's a smaller back, scat back, and they just haven't been able to stop him. He's been able to avoid kind of the pressure and heavy run defense of North Hills, and he's been able to find the holes in the defense and capitalize on those runs.
And whenever you look at the play of North Hills as well, they've had a couple of interceptions. A big one there at the end seemed to be a momentum shifter. However, kind of a little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, they've had some big passing plays. I think that they have an opportunity to get some speed on the outside, and they've been taking shots downfield. Then obviously the mental mistake at the end there, miscommunication between quarterback, referee, and they think it's a first down, but it's fourth down. They spike it, and that hurts you going into the locker room at halftime.
Yes. And now let's take a look at our Steelers All-Peer Team of the Week. It's time to look at one of those athletes that's not just doing great on the field, but also on the field as well. And this week we're highlighting Jaden Salata, a senior cornerback and wide receiver from New Brighton football. Jaden is an exceptional leader at New Brighton who positively influences his teammates by leading through example both on and off the football field and beyond his role at the local YMCA. Jaden stands out as a peer leader and most notable ranks in the top 10 of his class at New Brighton. It's always great to see our Whitfield standouts. Congratulations to senior Jaden Salata from, again, New Brighton football. And now it's time to take a break here on KDKA Plus. We'll be back with more on the Shell Halftime Show after this.
The build. What is it that drives us to follow our dreams, to build them from scratch, from the heart? For us, it's the same ideals of hard work, craftsmanship, and unity that define our great nation. It begins with trusting in yourself and having a team behind you that believes any dream is possible, and that every project is a vision of what can be, of who you are, and the future that you continue to build. From our family to yours, 84 Lumber, where quality and pride come together, one dream at a time.
From heating and cooling to a large array of construction equipment, Herc Rentals has the gear you need to get the job done. Herc Rentals is already a staple in several communities across the United States and Canada and have been serving our customers' needs since 1965. With a catalog of equipment that spans the spectrum of almost every kind of solution you can think of. To learn more about Herc Rentals, visit hercrentals.com or call us at 1-888-777-2700.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions, secured against evolving threats, and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Around here in the fall, harvest moons, cool, crisp evenings, and on Friday nights, legends come alive in Pittsburgh. WPIAL High School Football. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Steel City Game of the Week. Allegiant salutes the players, the fans, the cheerleaders, and the parents. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. 6 locations and a sponsor of this WPIAL High School Football broadcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to Martorelli Stadium on KDKA Plus. It's the Shell Halftime Show. I'm Susie Cool, and so glad to be joined by Colin Johnov this week. And right now, we're going to go to Week 9's Coach of the Week. Let's highlight him right now. Head coach John Tortorella from the Carlinton Cougars. Last week, the Bears dominated the Riverview Raiders in a Class 1A conference matchup. And last week, the Cougars clinched a crucial victory over the Charleroi Cougars in a Class 2A conference matchup, and the win secured fourth place in the Century Conference standings, earning Carlington the number 12 seed in its first WPIAL playoff berth in 23 years. This recognition marks Coach Tortorella's second Coach of the Week honors and first recognition at Carlington since taking over the program in 2023. Congratulations, Coach Tortorella. Now, Colin, let's talk about the coaches tonight and kind of the schemes that they're drawing up for their teams here tonight. Whenever you look at North Hills, it's assistant coach Brody Zangaro taking over in place of Coach Pat Carey, unfortunately having some family obligations here tonight. So what do you think, or how do you think Zangaro is doing out there tonight leading North Hills?
Yeah, I think the one thing he would like to have back is that miscommunication at the end of that first half. Other than that, I think both teams have played really, really well. I think you have two teams that are both coming in, trying to establish the run game and use the pass game to complement their run game. And I think both teams have done a good job, and it's a really evenly played, first half. I think a couple miscues on both sides of the ball has led to the score being as close as it is.
Yeah, and Coach Getzy with the Panthers, okay, he was a guy that Coach Zangaro said is going to bring a ton of different formations, schemes offensively. What are some of those schemes and formations that you're seeing him draw up there tonight?
I think the big thing he's done a really good job of is using the motion game. So he's using his motions to kind of figure out what type of defense that North Hills is in, and I think it's done a good job of opening up certain pass plays, and it's really done a good job of opening up the run game as well.
Coach Getzy and Coach Ganzaro will be going at it again here in second half action in just a little bit, but we'll be back on the Shell Halftime Show after this on KDKA+.
As someone who disrupts plans for a living, I can't say enough about the importance of life insurance. Sometimes you can see the end zone right ahead of you, you can have a clear shot, then bam, it's Cam. A policy from GBU Life can let you focus more on getting out from under what life throws at you and worry less about protecting the life you are working hard to build. You can get a policy with GBU Life that is affordable to you now and build on it for the future with their guaranteed purchase option rider. Get started protecting the life you are building today at gbu.org.
Think you've tried everything at Panera? Think again. Introducing more new sandwiches and salads with our new flavor-packed Toasted Italiano and the mouth-watering Mediterranean chicken greens with grains. More in every bite, just like the new ciabatta cheesesteak with melty provolone and garlic aioli. And more new options under $10, including our new creamy bacon mac and cheese. Come taste the new era at Panera.
Want to get gear direct from the team? Shop all things black and gold at the official Steelers Pro Shop located at Acrisure Stadium. Get the latest sideline apparel and hats, jerseys of your favorite players, authentic memorabilia, custom gear, and exclusives you can only find here. Don't forget, you aren't game day ready without a terrible towel. The Steelers Pro Shop has everything you need to be part of the legendary Steelers Nation. Come experience the Acrisure Stadium shopping environment or shop online at shop.steelers.com.
From heating and cooling to a large array of construction equipment, Herc Rentals has the gear you need to get the job done. Herc Rentals is already a staple in several communities across the United States and Canada and have been serving our customers' needs since 1965. With a catalog of equipment that spans the spectrum of almost every kind of solution you can think of. To learn more about Herc Rentals, visit hercrentals.com or call us at 1-888-777-2700.
By having real clients and producing real campaigns, at La Roche, our students thrive by putting their ideas into action.
The students at La Roche that are using applied learning completely nailed my business and delivered me something that I am going to be able to use in real time.
It was a really nice experience to actually see how the establishment functions, being able to actually work with real people, real community partners, instead of something that was hypothetical.
Welcome back, everybody, on the Shell Halftime Show on KDKA+. We're here at Martorelli Stadium in North Hills. The Franklin Regional Panthers up 10-7 over the North Hill Indians. I'm Susie Cool, joined by Colin Johnoff tonight, who is a Franklin Regional graduate, and it's time for us to go over those first half highlights and stats presented to you by Giant Eagle.
And there you just have the receiver it's a simple post route down the seam, and just too much speed for the Franklin Regional defense to keep up. He catches it, he's able to get to the end zone, and you can see there he's pretty confident there, has a nice little celebration there. But it's just a really good job by that receiving core.
Quarterback Kelly McCarthy throwing an absolute moon ball on that, and here is a big run by Franklin Regional.
And that was a huge run for them, because at this moment in the game, they really had been stuck on offense, and it was just a big play for them to break out with the backup running back to the weak side of the field and break off a big run to build some momentum, and then the quarterback sneak to punch it in.
Yeah, piling down the field to tie it up at 7 apiece, and here another big play by North Hills, an interception, their first of 2 in that first half of play. This one, the big one by 21.
Just a mistake by the quarterback. He's going to want to have that back. When you watch that one back on film, that's going to be one the next day where you say, hey, that's a play that you want back as a quarterback.
Want back as a quarterback. And let's take a look at some of those stats, those passing stats, running stats here from the first half of play in North Hills tonight. You look at this, 126 total yards for Franklin Regional, opposed to 185 for North Hills, 9 first downs for Franklin Regional, 8 for North Hills, 1 turnover by Franklin Regional, 15 penalty yards opposed to 30 penalty yards for North Hills. And really, when you look at that total yardage, not too much of a difference. However, I think that big play, that first touchdown by North Hills, really giving them that yardage there for North Hills.
Yeah, I think one thing that those stats don't show as well is the short punt that led to the short field for Franklin Regional, where they were ultimately able to get that field goal. That's part of the reason why they have less total yards, but that's something that doesn't really show up as much in your traditional stat sheet. That makes a huge play and a huge difference in the game.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at the penalty yards, too, not too much of a difference. However, those mental mistakes definitely not being very timely for North Hills to end that first half of play. Now it's time to take a little bit of a look at those scores around the Whitfield tonight. Again, a bunch of playoff action. You have Moon over Penn Hills, 20-14, a big 5A matchup there. Penn Trafford up 21-14 over South Fayette. TJ now 14, blanking West Allegheny. That's sad for me. I'm a West Allegheny alum. Montour 21, up 21-7 over Mars. Mohawk up 21-7 over Keystone Oaks. And Leechburg and Cornell, wow, what a close game there, just 8-6. And we'll be back with some more first half action and some second half action here at Martorelli Stadium in North Hills. Again, the Franklin Regional Panthers up 10-7 over the North Hills Indians. We'll be back with the Shell Halftime Show on KDKA+ after this.
As someone who disrupts plans for a living, I can't say enough about the importance of life insurance. Sometimes you can see the end zone right ahead of you, you can have a clear shot, then bam, it's Cam. A policy from GBU Life can let you focus more on getting out from under what life throws at you and worry less about protecting the life you are working hard to build. You can get a policy with GBU Life that is affordable to you now and build on it for the future with their guaranteed purchase option rider. Get started protecting the life you are building today at gbu.org.
It's Potomac Furniture's 75th anniversary sale. Celebrate our birthday with 40, 50, and 60% savings. Stop in today, Route 19 in McMurray, or visit PotomacFurniture.com. Furniture of distinction at a price you can afford.
By having real clients and producing real campaigns, at La Roche, our students thrive by putting their ideas into action.
The students at La Roche that are using applied learning completely nailed my business and delivered me something that I am going to be able to use in real time.
It was a really nice experience to actually see how the establishment functions, being able to actually work with real people, real community partners, instead of something that was hypothetical.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The WPIAL playoffs are here, and the best high school football action is on KDKA+. Tune in Fridays at 7 p.m. for the Steelers High School Football Showcase, presented by Giant Eagle, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group.
It's Potomac Furniture's 75th anniversary sale. Celebrate our birthday with 40, 50, and 60% savings. Stop in today, Route 19 in McMurray, or visit PotomacFurniture.com. Furniture of distinction at a price you can afford.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first.
And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever.
Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Macero Corporation has been a commercial general contractor in Pittsburgh since 1967. But did you know that we also have an agency construction management firm? Macero Construction Management Services can be your advocate when building or renovating your new school. If you're a school superintendent, business manager, or a school board member and have a new construction project on the horizon, Macero CMS can provide you with the complete construction management services you need for a successful project delivered safely, on time, and on budget. Visit MaceroCG.com for more information.
My audience can put in an order and Spreadshop does the printing and sends it to anywhere in the world. It's like magic.
It costs nothing to set up and there is no money out of my pocket. I set my own prices and make my profits after costs.
I built my own brand, then started making money the first time I shared with my audience. Now all my followers are wearing my logo.
Setting up your Spreadshop takes just a few seconds, and all our products are made in-house. You can trust your brand is in good hands. Start your own merch store today at Spreadshop.com.
Did you know you can make your home or building look brand new? For the whole project, or just spot repointing, make your home exterior brand new like when it was built. Call or visit Mariani-Richards.com.
By the time this Steelers fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Steelers watching. Better with Pepsi.
Fall is in the air at Pittsburgh's premier outdoor shopping, dining, and play destination, the Waterfront. Find fall weather gear at retailers like Old Navy, DSW, and Rally House. Dine at family-friendly restaurants like Primanti Brothers, Shorty's Tap and Taco, and more. Experience indoor playtime at Dave & Buster's, Urban Air, and more. Speaking of play, the Waterfront is a proud sponsor of this Steel City High School football broadcast and happy to support WPIAL football across our region. Visit us at waterfrontpgh.com for more information.
On November 9th, tune in to KDK Plus for D3 college football as the Westminster Titans face the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Saturday, November 9th at 1 p.m. only on KDK Plus.
The sights and sounds of the first half of the Steelers High School Showcase Game of the Week presented by Giant Eagle, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group high above Martorelli Stadium, one of the iconic venues in all the WPIAL, the site of this first round 5A playoff matchup. And right now, the Franklin Regional Panthers have the 10-7 advantage over the North Hills Indians. With Johnny Patrician and Susie Cole, Colin Jonoff down on the sidelines. Matt Fargo here with you tonight, and second half action moments away from getting this thing back in the air, JP.
Pretty smooth first half, Matt.
but we'll see what both teams change during halftime. It seems like Franklin Regional got into a groove as the first half went on, and North Hills did the opposite. They started fast and then slowed down as the first half went on. So let's see what the adjustments are like.
Little pooch kick bouncing at the 25-yard line. It's loose. North Hills thought they got it. Let's see. We unpowed jerseys, and Franklin Regional is underneath the pile. Oh, would that be a catastrophic change? Elijah Bennett on the recovery there.
If I was a special teams coordinator for a high school team, which I'm not, I would do a pooch kick like that every single time.
Because you don't know.
Because those guys in the second row there, they're not used to handling the football.
Sure.
And it takes a weird bounce. The kickoff team's running to your face. It's a lot of pressure there trying to recover that.
It's like picking up a ping pong ball that you're playing ping pong and it hits the floor and it's rolling around and you can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough thing to pick up.
But the ping pong is a perfect sphere.
That's
football.
Yeah.
Throws
you off even more.
Football shape.
Jet motion. They go to Elijah Bennett off the corner, and he'll be shuffled out there. He definitely pushed his way to the 30-yard line. Hard run there. I thought he was shuffled out of bounds, but he kept running forward. Picks up 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to get any. Nice vision there to cut back and keep the play alive. DePille's still not out there, Matt.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye out.
I think he might be more than just a little sore.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. Dr. Patrician.
If you're sore, you're playing in a playoff game. I think everybody's sore right now.
They fake the handoff, and keeping it is Lemke. Lemke for 3 more. Third down upcoming here for the Panthers.
My mom just texted me and said that we're doing great, Matt, so that's good to know.
That's one of the most important factors in this one. Good to hear from Mrs. Patricia. Third down 6. The third down 3, beg your pardon, from the 34. Oh man. I think that's going to be a free first down, courtesy of the sophomore jumping off there, Jaleel McKinley-Jones. Let's check him down with Susie.
Thanks, Matt. Assistant coach Brody Zangaro said for North Hills that his team just needs to fit the run better in this second half. And that end of the first half scenario, he gave himself all the credit for. Maybe I shouldn't say credit, but he said it was all on him. He thought the ball was on first down and that they were going to measure it. So that is all on him, already taking on that head coaching mentality here in this game tonight. Matt?
Certainly, I mean, you understand how it happens. Of course, you know how catastrophic it is after it happens, but I understand how that happened.
Yeah, it was reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys playoff game a few years ago when Dak Prescott did something very similar.
Right. He gets paid slightly different amount then.
Easy to do.
They go back to the ground game, and Jude Gentili,
at least
senior, 5'5", 155, JP. We got whistles here and a flag down. Offense going to move them back. But I want to highlight this. 5'5", 155 in your program.
He runs much bigger than that. Runs behind his pads, always falling forward, gets those hidden yards. Tough kid.
Let's talking about the Panthers in the playoffs. They only missed the WPL playoffs since 2003, was in 2020 during the COVID season when everything was condensed. But mentioned the last time they won a playoff game was back in 2018. They beat Bethel Park 56-28. Second down, 13 from the 36. We get more whistles.
What's going on here?
And it's a delay game on the Panthers. Move the Panthers back 5 more. Panthers have been out without one of their key cogs on both offensively and defensively. Saw them really ball out last year in that game you were talking about earlier, JP. Austin Kearns out for the season with a leg injury. Suffered it 3 weeks ago against Penn Trafford. 2nd and 18. Little pump fake there. And they dump it off.
Yeah, Matt, you mentioned Austin Kearns. He does a lot for that football team. He's their main blocker. They use him in a lot of different situations. Well, used him.
Yeah. Bresnahan made that catch. Minimal pickup.
Great acting by Gentili there. Act like he was getting the ball.
We got some theater guys in this ball game. See him in the spring musical later.
What's that, Oscars?
Yeah, you're onto something. Throw over the middle in traffic. And here comes a flag all over. From every angle, they threw the flag. Panthers go deep on 3rd and long, and they're going to be able to get this. I don't think this is going to be a first down. I think this is going to be a 3rd and 1. 15-yard penalty, but not an automatic first down.
Just got there a little early.
Yeah.
Still gave the incomplete signal, though.
Towler.
Love that by a defenseman. You know, whether it's a penalty or not, you got to give the incomplete signal.
Pass breakup. PBU.
Yep.
3rd down, low snap, and a converge in the backfield. North Hills is there. Ryan Carey, Elnicki. Also, Jaquil McKinley-Jones blowing it up. 4th down.
Huge stop there. That would have been really disappointing for the North Hills defense to let Franklin convert on that after the pass interference.
McKinley-Jones, the sophomore that had that offsides penalty earlier on this drive. Now he's the reason why Franklin Regional has their, they don't have a punt unit. They have everybody but the punter out there for the punt unit.
Oh, geez.
They're missing a very crucial part of the punt unit, the punter. Joseph Bain was, I don't think someone caught it. North Hills jumped. And this one not the best punt. And as we sort this one out, let's step aside with the word from Macero Construction.
Macero Corporation has been a commercial general contractor in Pittsburgh since 1967. But did you know that we also have an agency construction management firm? Macero Construction Management Services can be your advocate when building or renovating your new school. If you're a school superintendent, business manager, or a school board member and have a new construction project on the horizon, Macero CMS can provide you with the complete construction management services you need for a successful project delivered safely, on time, and on budget. Visit MaceroCG.com for more information.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Macero Construction, by Herc Rentals, by Kelly Automotive, by LaRoche University. Be your authentic self. There's a run there, picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Take another look at it. Jack Martin getting that 1-yard carry. North Hills trails by 3. Under 7 to go. North Hills cheerleaders cheering on the offense here. Green trying to bounce it to the outside. Julius Green. Green has the first down, and he's pulled out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on the carry.
So far, Green has been the most talented player on the field tonight. Goes forward in the hole, then bounces out. Uses his speed to get outside. And it takes a couple to bring him down.
Julius's older brother, John, was North Hills starting quarterback back in 2022. Mentioned he's one of 5 brothers. They had the Killer Bees. These are the Jammin' Jays. John, Justice, Jasper, Jovi, Julius.
Love that. That's the same way my family is. All Jays.
How about it? You like the Jammin' Jays?
Yeah, I do.
Jumpin' Jays?
I do.
T-shirts coming out next week.
That'd be so cool to play with your brother.
Oh, yeah, and I think, being able to coach your brother, to play with your brother, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially when your brother's the quarterback. You can yell at him when he doesn't give you the ball.
Franklin Regional's head coach Lance Getze coached his brother Luke in high school. Thought about slant route. North Hills back in front on a big play again from Stephen Murphy. McCarthy throws the dart to McCarthy, second time tonight. 44 yards for the North Hills touchdown.
Just a simple RPO action there. Brings the linebackers in the box. And that defensive back is going to wish he could have that play over. Just a poor angle. And it allows the receiver to get the yak, go untouched, and, as they say, hit his head on the goalpost.
Up and good. North Hills back in front. Playoff football from Martorelli tonight. North Hills looking for their first playoff win since 2010. They're back in front. We're back after this on KDK Plus.
College isn't for everyone. But from pay to training to retirement, Pennsylvania Laborers Union members live better. PA Laborers Union offers a great wage potential of $42 per hour and terrific health benefits. Imagine having 0 student loans while receiving state-of-the-art construction training. Join the team and get mentorship and guidance from experienced members. Go now to laborparecruit.com for more information.
Kickoff here for back to Franklin Regional. We want to take another look at this on that Stephen Murphy touchdown, JP.
Okay, let's look at these linebackers. They have their vision here. Let's see the vision cone. It's not going. Oh, there it is. All their eyesights are in the backfield. Now play it. When North Hills gives the play fake there, they jump towards the line of scrimmage and allows that slant window to open up behind them. That's the whole reason of running the RPO. That play action brings the linebackers closer towards the box and gives the quarterback more room to throw.
Kelly McCarthy, first year as the starter. Lost one game in 8th grade. The middle school team at North Hills has been building for a while. Carry there off the right side, not much available, and then here comes the flags. A little too much pushing and shoving there. Gentili was bottled up, and then it was, playing to the second whistle, but what about the third and the fourth and the fifth?
They say play through the echo. That was maybe like echo times 2.
Yeah.
But to your point, Matt, you said North Hills hasn't won a playoff game since 2010. That's unbelievable to me.
Yep.
I mean, they definitely, I know Central Catholic gave them a couple losses between 2010 and 2015.
Yeah, there's a couple good teams there. Can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe you could help me.
But 2010.
Yeah.
What year did LeVar Arrington graduate?
That was 31 years ago.
I wasn't implying it was 2010. I was just asking.
Right. 31 years ago, LeVar Arrington and Eric Kasparovitz were on the North Hills team, winning the WPIAL title and being one of the top teams in the country. Number 1 at one point by USA Today.
Yeah, LeVar, one of the best high school players ever. Got to know him pretty well when I was at Penn State.
Been 31 years since Indians raised WPIAL gold. Last time Franklin Regional won, they won in 05, beat TJ in the final at Heinz Field. Lemke dials one up in the middle, and a catch at the 35 in traffic. Hauling that one in as Noah Simmons, a sophomore.
Look at the confidence by Lemke to put it in there in between two defenders. He has confidence in his arm, all right.
Franklin Regional Marching Band striking up a tune. North Hills Marching Band, great performance.
Yeah, both bands were impressive at halftime.
Really good stuff. Not a moment that you're not entertained.
Is that DuPill?
It was. Kyle DuPill, first carry since the first quarter.
He might have took some Advil pills, got him back in the game.
Try to work that one out.
You talk about Franklin Regional's band, but where's their student section? They're in the playoffs.
Yeah. Kind of get Zach Kessler, athletic director, does a great job out there at Franklin Regional. Put him on the hot seat. And we get a flag here. And it's going to be a false start penalty on Franklin on 4th down. They were going to go for it. 3:41 here in the third, and marching backwards are the Panthers, courtesy of the flag.
You know, we talked about the first half. It was so clean, not many penalties.
Yeah.
I think during halftime, these guys forgot how to line up.
Well, good news for the Panthers punt unit is we've located Joey Bain. He's back there. Remember last time, he late to arrive.
Bain, that's a great name. You thought darkness was your ally.
I didn't realize you were so multi-talented, JP. I'm 10 weeks in, I'm still learning.
It's the best movie ever.
Oh, a muff punt! And North Hills still secures it. So Indians will take over. Let's take another look at that Class 5A bracket. North Hills and Franklin. Winner gets Pine Richland next week at Pine Richland. All of these teams with byes, St. Clair, Peters Township, Woody, and Pine, all will host games next week. Moon led Penn Hills last we heard. Close game with South Fayette, Penn Trafford, and Bethel Park leading on Greater Latrobe. But I really think, especially when we get to the quarters in this bracket, JP, anyone's capable of winning the championship.
Yep. Well, it's safe to say that Pine Richland is watching this game.
Yeah.
If they're not here, I would imagine their coaches are here scouting.
Maybe watching on TV.
Yep.
Talked about that close matchup with North Hills and Pine Richland earlier this year. They handed off and couldn't get Martin started there. Going to lose 3.
And you know, the thing about this North Hills offense tonight is that they are surviving off of just big plays. They haven't really been able to put together consistent, long, drawn-out drives.
And now faced with second down at 13, under 3 minutes to play. They have a 4-point advantage. McCarthy back to pass, tipped into the air. Oh boy, some traffic there. Incomplete. And Andrew Davola getting his paws on the football there, and I think Brent Hickey also did.
Like to see North Hills still use the quick game. A lot of people say that style is extinct in football nowadays. Of course, now it's not the 3-step drop when you're in shotgun. It's just a 1-step. But your slants, your hitches, a lot of teams don't run those anymore.
3rd and 13 from the 31. Panthers trying to get a stop here, get the ball back. Option play. Keeping off the left side. Not much there. Andrew Davola again pulls down another tackle. You see why he leads the team in tackles. McCarthy on the sideline there for that Wildcat operating. And Stephen Murphy couldn't get the first down.
Yeah, you're right. A nice lick there. Perfect form tackle. Drove his feet on contact. That's teach tape.
Punt away. Panthers will take over 1st and 10, and we'll step aside for this word from our sponsors. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, by the Waterfront, by Panera Bread, by Lowe Enterprises, promotional products and apparel. Martorelli Stadium, the site of the longest overtime playoff game in Whitfield history. North Hills and Bethel Park played 4 overtimes in 1980 here at Martorelli. Bethel Park won the game 33-27. What's in store for us tonight? As a back against the grain throw, they find McAllister Bresnahan on the reception. Quickly brought down. Julius Green makes the tackle for the Indians, but a great throw here by Lemke.
Quarter roll, throwback pass to the tight end. Franklin Regional's really implementing their unique screenplays in the second half here.
Get you going one way and plays designed to go the other.
Yeah, you know, the sign of a good football team is when they pursue defensively, and that's trying to get them to over-pursue.
Well, that one they pursued perfectly. Carry goes nowhere. Carry on the tackle. Mentioned Ryan, the son of Pat Carey, not here. Family reasons, not in attendance tonight. That's where the North Hills staff left it. So that's where we'll leave it. But certainly, Pat Carey, wherever he is, sure thoughts are in a bunch of different places tonight. Rolling to right side, Lemke knocked away, 4th down. North Hills defense locked down. They've averaged giving up just 12.4 points a game, and they're showing why they were 4-1 at home this season.
You know, it was an unsuccessful play, but you talked about Gentili's size at 5'5", 155, and he wasn't afraid to stick his nose in the blitzing linebacker's grill right there. Pass protection, getting it done. Love to see that. Great effort by the kid.
Joey Bain on to punt the football. 49 seconds to go here in the third. Low snap. Oh, catch and an immediate plant. They had Kelly McCarthy out there, quarterback, returning punts.
Yeah. No fair catch.
No fair catch indeed. Hey, make sure you're following us on social media platforms, the Steelers Youth Football account and at JRM Sports for exclusive content. All the good stuff located on the Steelers Youth Football and JRM Sports X, Instagram, and YouTube accounts. Give us a follow.
How about give the commentators a follow too? At Matt Fargo, at Johnny Patrician.
How about it? What's your Twitter's not that though? Your X, if you will.
At JP5_era.
There we go. Still in it. Off the left side, Stephen Murphy tracked down, and now the defenses have taken over this game on both sides.
Great job by Heath Silva there for Franklin, running the alley. You know, playing linebacker on defense is really just like playing running back without the ball. You got to find the hole, find the crease, and hit it.
That is going to take us to the end of 3. Here from Martorelli, North Hills 14, Franklin Regional 10. The fourth quarter of our WPIL playoff action of the Steelers High School Showcase comes back here on KDKA+.
Did you know you can make your home or building look brand new? For the whole project, or just spot repointing, make your home exterior brand new like when it was built. Call or visit Mariani-Richards.com.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold. What straps bold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does. Boring makes vacations happen. Early retirement's possible. And startups start up. Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has been brilliantly boring, so you can be happily fulfilled. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
To UPMC Sports Medicine, a huge center of excellence built by Freddie Fu.
A fantastic, world-renowned place where we see athletes, we see patients of all walks of life, world-renowned surgeons.
Primary care sports medicine physicians.
Board-certified physical therapists.
A comprehensive multidisciplinary assessment to evaluate for concussion.
Nutrition.
Athletic training.
Sports performance.
Everything is right here that you need. We deliver that right to you.
I need you. I need you every single day, and I want you. I want you every single way, and I need you. I need you every single way, and it's love. It's love. It's love. It's la 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 la. It's love. It's love. It's love.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The WPIAL playoffs are here, and the best high school football action is on KDKA+. Tune in Fridays at 7 p.m. for the Steelers High School Football Showcase, presented by Giant Eagle, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group.
Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by GBU Life. Protect what matters now. Nice look at downtown Pittsburgh as we start fourth quarter action, and McCarthy goes down. How about McAllister? Bresnahan one more time. Coming up defensively for Franklin Regional, it's third down, and the Indians with a 4-point lead have a down to try to churn some clock here.
McCarthy was able to escape two there, not Bresnahan. That's a great name for a defensive end.
Absolutely.
Bresnahan's had a few big hits tonight.
Timeout taken by North Hills. Indians burn one here. (14-10) at the timeout here, 11:19 to go in the fourth. Hey, make sure you're with us next Friday night. WPIAL playoffs continue. Site, time, teams to be determined. But we'll be with you at 7 o'clock on Friday night. And also, a little announcement. Get ready for the pregame show, Steel City pregame show, 6:30 on KDKA+. We'll get you ready leading up to the game, talking about all WPIAL playoff implications.
So you're telling me I got to be early next week?
Yeah. Yep. Gotta get the car service there a little earlier. Third down, 13. Screen pass. Edison. Minimal gain, 3 yards. Franklin Regional defense keeping everything in front of them. Jameer Austin, the tackler. Fourth down, special team units trade places with their offensive and defensive units respectively.
Not many first downs so far in this second half. Both teams are getting settled in, trying to figure out what their opponent's strategy is defensively, but it's a defensive chess match so far.
No question about it. Punt unit is out for North Hills. Fair catch called for and received at the 33-yard line. And we'll step aside with Franklin Regional trailing by 4 in the WPIAL playoffs here on KDKA+. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by St. Vincent College, by Mariani and Richards, by Shell Oil, Potomac Furniture Company, by Allegheny College. What are you capable of? Gentili runs there on that first down carry. 10 minutes to play, and now it's second down 10, no gain. North Hills defense trying to buckle down. Marching band playing Renegade there? Lemke has time, puts it up here to the near side and incomplete. Elijah Bennett, the intended receiver. And let's go down to Susie Cool down on the sideline. All right, Susie, little technical difficulties there.
Great coverage there by Jack Martin. Wasn't fooled by the fake screen pass, the pump by Lemke. Kept his eyes on his man, which is a fundamental that is hard to be understood in high school football when you're in man coverage.
Third down, 10 at the 33. Lemke back to pass, and he's sacked. He is down on the play. Julius Green. And the North Hills defense. Huge stop.
Comes off the field side edge. Lemke was looking at the boundary, so he didn't even see him until the last second.
Bain to punt. Oh, the punt goes over his head, rolling down, and it rolls, but he doesn't hit it out of bounds. It's recovered in the end zone. Touchdown, North Hills. No, they roll touchback. They roll safety. What is going on? Safety is the call. So that must have meant that Franklin Regional recovered the ball in the end zone somehow, or that the ball went out of bounds. They will roll it. It's a safety. They rolled touchback. They rolled safety.
Some people were saying touchdown.
But safety's the call, and the correct one is we'll take another look. Ball goes over the head of Bain. Bain intelligently trying to just hit it out of the back of the end zone, but originally it doesn't go out, and then it gets bobbled. Oh, man, I think that's a touchdown, JP.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Unless he's out of bounds, his left foot.
Yeah. And that's why the official's hat came off, actually.
Yep.
That was his rolling. North Hills is out of bounds. Another look.
But Bain is the luckiest guy in the world that's only a safety.
Yeah, because he tried to flutter it out of bounds and didn't get all of it. And you know what? A nice hustle play here by Heath Silva. Yep. If Franklin Regional finds a way to win this football game, JP, it's because of Heath Silva.
You're right. Big hustle play, which doesn't show up in the box score, but he'll get applauded for that in film tomorrow.
Student section for North Hills enjoying the Halloween theme.
North Hills punt block team has been close to blocking a few punts tonight. And I knew they were getting close, and it was only a matter of time until something in the operation went wrong.
So 6-point advantage. We're going to talk about what is probably going through everyone's mind that just happened last week with Franklin Regional after this. As they kick this one, it's bobbled around there, picked up at the 28-yard line and headed for the near side. Oh. And a flag comes flying in. Nice hard hit on this near boundary. Josiah Mathis on the return for North Hills. As they sort out the penalty, Franklin Regional won last week 29-26, but it's how they won, JP, that's crazy. They came back down 12 points in the final 1 minute and 51 seconds of the game. They were able to, Lemke goes 5 for 5, 84 yards in the fourth quarter. They recover an onside kick, and Lemke throws the game-winning touchdown pass. And they also held Armstrong, who was trying to come back, 2 yards shy. They completed the Hail Mary, but Franklin Regional kept them out 2 yards shy of the end zone to avoid the double spoil.
Oh, man, so there's no quitting this team then.
No.
They've been in situations like this before. They're not going to panic yet.
8:44 to play in regulation. North Hills hasn't been able to find much since that big touchdown pass that gave them the lead. They're operating out of the Wildcat now. It's Martin. Martin lost the ball, and it's recovered by the Panthers. Jameer Austin. Panther football.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Franklin Regional. Man, right after they have a mishap with the safety, they get the ball right back. Look at that, 44. First off, he looks like a linebacker.
That's
44,
Brent.
he got the neck brace.
Brent Hickey.
That's an old school linebacker. Puts his hat right on the ball.
This is where, for North Hills, you haven't ran a whole lot of Wildcat all night.
Yeah.
They go to it. Now Franklin Regional with the chance to take the lead, 8:38 to play. And in North Hills territory, they give it off to Gentile, and he is smothered.
So it looks like DuPille came back in for one play, maybe gave it a try.
Yeah.
But Gentile's done a great job in DuPille's absence.
Jack Martin comes off the field, linebacker who has a bunch of tackles tonight. Loss of 2 on that carry, 2nd and 12 from the 34. Lemke rolls to his right, throws it here to the near numbers, avoids one, and another reception for McAllister Bresnahan.
That's Franklin's favorite pass concept. Flood, roll out to the field there, hit the tight end in the flat.
Third down 5. Can the North Hills defense able to hold serve here? Get a big stop after their offense coughed up the football.
This will be interesting if they treat this as 4-down territory or if they play for the field goal.
Pump fake, Lemke with pressure, throws to the sideline, incomplete.
Good job by Lemke to get rid of the ball. The last thing you could do there is take a sack.
4th down.
If he takes a sack there, they can't kick a field goal or go for it.
Talked about the field goal units, both of them very good.
With 7 minutes to go, Franklin has a decision here to make.
It's a 44-yard field goal from here.
Well, you're telling me their kicker's good?
That's a boot. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 5 from the 27.
Most important play of the game to this point.
Gentile flags encroachment on North Hills.
Oh my gosh.
First down, Panthers. North Hills hands the Panthers a fresh set of downs. Take another look. With somebody lined up in the neutral zone. I think one of the corners might have been lined up in the neutral zone there.
Because nobody jumped.
Right. What a gift. Panthers first down, 7:06 to go. First and 10 from the 22. Lemke denied the corner. Nowhere to go. Logan Ilnicki on the tackle.
Quarterback sweep, a classic. But they have all their blockers on the same side. It's really congested over there to the field. Got to find a way to get Lemke in space.
Franklin Regional without their leading rusher and WPL's second leading rusher much of this game. They go to Gentili. Gentili with a burst into the red zone. And that red zone is brought to you by our friends at Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union.
That's a great run there. Watch this cut out of the pistol formation. Reads his blocks perfectly. And he doesn't look like 155 pounds. He's always falling forward. He runs behind his pads.
Third down 5 from the 17. Back to Gentili, and he'll pick up 3 of the necessary 5. Makes it 4th and 2. Churning towards 5 minutes and 30 seconds here in regulation. Quickly to the line. Back to pass. Pop pass. Got him open. Caught for the touchdown. Cole Davola.
What a play call. Wow.
Quick to the line. And the Panthers tie this football game at 16 and can take the lead on the extra point. How about the big fella climbing the pole?
First off, the communication to be on the same page, going on hurry up to get that done. Wow.
Bain the extra point to give Franklin Regional the lead with 5:31. Snap, hold, kick. Good. Franklin Regional back in front, 17-16. 5:31 to play in regulation. Steelers Showcase on KDKA Plus rolls on. The playoffs on KDKA. Back after this.
By the time this Steelers fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Steelers watching. Better with Pepsi.
It's Potomac Furniture's 75th anniversary sale. Celebrate our birthday with 40, 50, and 60% savings. Stop in today, Route 19 in McMurray, or visit PotomacFurniture.com. Furniture of distinction at a price you can afford.
There was not.
Welcome you back to Martorelli Stadium, 17-16. Franklin Regional back in front in this 8-9 game in 5A. What a gutsy call by Lance Getzy on 4th down and 2.
That's one of those play calls, Matt, that if it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't work, you're getting the blame. Wow, he doesn't just go for the first down. He says, we're this close, we're getting a touchdown.
And now just like that, they're in front by 1.
But that's not an easy pass to complete. There's right over the middle there, all the congestion. Good old pop pass. Everybody in the stadium thinks they're going QB sneak.
And Logan Davola makes the catch for the Panthers. And according to my statistics, Logan Davola did not only not have a catch this year, he didn't have a touchdown either. So
perfect time to get your first.
No question. But time still remains for the Indians. Can they put something together offensively? They go to Martin on the carry here. Martin just was the one in the Wildcat that lost the ball on that fumble that ends up turning into Franklin Regional touchdown.
Well, that's a vote of confidence from your coaches. You fumble and you get the ball right back. But I know I said this earlier, Matt, but North Hills hasn't been able to put together a full drive. They're relying on the big play. Both their touchdowns come from over 50 yards, or not 50 yards, but
40.
Yeah, 40.
40 and 70. Green gets the call here and shakes off a defender. Green lowers his shoulder. Hard run there. Julius Green getting some looks there from Robert Morris and Duquesne.
If Franklin could get him in the backfield here, then North Hills is in a tough situation. 3rd and long, but Green bails him out.
First down at 10. First down from our friends at Kelly Automotive. 4:27, fourth quarter.
They're going flood.
McCarthy pressured, throws, barely intercepted. Closest man to the football was wearing white, navy, and gold. That's Darwin Jones.
I think they wanted to get the wheel route there. McCarthy didn't have enough time, though, to let it develop.
Second down, 10. We were talking about the call. Lance Getsy, 4th season as the head coach here at Franklin Regional. Spent 2 seasons at Charleroi. His brother is the offensive coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders, Luke.
Maybe he called that one in from Vegas.
Handoff goes into the awaiting arm of Brent Hickey. They say the ball came out. Officials will confirm. A little extra pushing and shoving and getting chippy down there.
Well, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Under 4 minutes to play.
Hickey picked him up, McCarthy.
The last thing you want there is a penalty after
Either
the play.
side.
Yeah.
3rd down and 8 from the 33. Shotgun for McCarthy and whistles. Timeout, Franklin Regional. Luke Getsy, or Lance Getsy, I beg your pardon, takes the timeout. And we give you the scores from around the WPIAL. There's some great games happening, guys. Penn Hills up 1 on Moon, 21-20. Penn Trafford up 7 on South Fayette, 28-21. TJ, you see there, trying to hold off the 8 seed in 4A. That's a final. 21-7. TJ's moving on. And Montour, 21-13 over Mars. Mohawk, 28-14 over KO. And the Cornell Raiders trying to get a playoff win over Leechburg tonight, leading 14-6. A lot of great football going on.
Yeah, that Penn Hills and Moon game, want to keep an eye on that one.
Both of them 1-point games. Gotta love it. One here, the same. McCarthy back to pass on 3rd down and 8. He'll roll to his right. Looks down the middle of the field, and it is caught for the first down. Sliding back to the football, Rayshawn Temple.
Great job by Temple to come back to the football. And clearly McCarthy trusts him. Thrown it across the middle, across his body, into traffic. Trusted his receiver to get the job done.
Temple, a junior, 13-yard catch, one of the biggest of his career. 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Indians. 3 minutes to play. As McCarthy slips, he's able to complete the passing. This is going to lose 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Dangerous play there.
Sometimes that 40-yard line stripe comes up and grabs you. Geez, well, until 5 minutes ago, this game was getting pretty predictable.
Yes.
Now we've had quite the turn of events in the last 5 minutes.
McCarthy back to pass. Steps up, lets it fly down the near sideline, and it's in and out of a bunch of hands and incomplete. They wanted Murphy. Murphy has the 2 big catches for the Indians tonight. Both went for touchdowns.
Don't love the decision to go for it all there. You don't need it all right now. Still a ton of time left, and now they're facing a 3rd and long again, right where they were.
3rd down 12, ball at the 44. Kelly McCarthy steps up with pressure, throws near side, in and out, knocked away. Intended again for Murphy. Coverage by Elijah Bennett.
Great breakup by Bennett. That would have been a catch.
4th down, Indians. 4th down and 12 from the 44. Trailing by 1. McCarthy gets the snap. Back to pass, has time. Now rolls. Here comes some pressure. Throws on the run, and it is incomplete. Turnover on downs.
I think
McCarthy is down. Rolling by one of the officials was incomplete. As we take another look at this. No, that one hit the turf. The official was right on top of it.
I don't know.
Justice Green. Oh, that one was trapped all the way, JP.
It was on the carpet?
Yes. We can take another look if we have another.
I wanted to see it get interesting, you know?
Well, I still think there's time for that. Here's the ball. That one, seeing it bouncing up there.
I don't know. He might have had his arm underneath it. This is our version of the NBC it, you know?
Just a keeper there by Lemke. Timeout North Hills with 2 minutes. A de facto 2-minute warning. Well, you don't need to award the Indians on what's at stake here. But if you just tuned in, we'll remind you, WPIL 5A 8-9 game. 9-seed Franklin Regional leads 8-seed North Hills by 1. Both of these teams have had playoff win droughts. North Hills hasn't won a playoff game since 2010. Franklin Regional since 2018.
And Matt, we talked about this earlier. North Hills head coach isn't here, so this is unfamiliar territory for the temporary head coach to call these timeouts in this situation.
Hey fans, for the latest news in high school football across Western Pennsylvania, go to Post-Gazette.com. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, an official partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a presenting sponsor of our Steelers High School Showcase Game of the Week. Mike White and his staff do a great job in covering all angles of the WPIAL soccer championships yesterday, today, and tomorrow down at Highmark Stadium.
And look who's back in the game to try to close this thing out.
Dupill, he gets the carry, and he's brought down quickly. Dason Towler on the tackle for the Indians. Loss of 1, 3rd down, timeout North Hills. That is North Hills' final timeout. .154 to play. Panthers faced with a 3rd down and 12. And with this is kind of the question here is, if you're Coach Getsy, do you try to get the 1st down and end this game? Because North Hills is out of timeouts, you get the 1st down and game's over. Or do you make sure it's a run play and you run out the rest of this clock as much as you can and then punt the football and hope your defense can lock it down for you like they have here in the second half?
Well, that's always the million-dollar question. Every coach handles it differently. But they got a power formation here, so it looks like they're going to run it. But it looked like that last drive when they did the pop pass.
It's Dupill. Dupill almost broke it. Oh, he was just 3 yards away from a Franklin Regional first down and moving the Panthers on to Pine Richland.
One ankle tackle away from the icing on the cake. But, Matt, you got to think about North Hills was in the driver's seat of this game. I'll come back to that thought after this play.
4th down, 3. You would imagine they're going to drain this play clock all the way out.
And they're going to try to get him to jump off sides again.
Play clock at 10.
You can't jump off sides if you're North Hills.
There's the timeout.
So, as I was saying, Matt, before I was rudely interrupted by the play on the field, North Hills was in the driver's seat, had total control of this game, and then they fumble the ball in their own territory on the first play of their drive. And then on 4th down for Franklin Regional, North Hills gifts them a first down by an encroachment. And that allowed Franklin Regional to later take the lead. Oh, man. It's going to be hard not to think about if you end up losing this game for North Hills.
No question, JP. It's going to be 4th down here. What?
Pooch punt.
Yeah.
You force North Hills to drive the entire length of the field with 51 seconds and no timeouts.
There is the punt. Inside the 20 and down. 44 seconds to go. Keep in mind, North Hills just needs to get in field goal range here. This isn't you need 6, you need 3, and you're moving on to Pine Richland. So you can't play, from a Franklin Regional standpoint, you can't play all prevent defense because they just need to get a chip in distance.
Right. They just got to do what they've done all second half. They've played great defense really for the entire game other than 2 plays.
And that's the other fun part about this is North Hills has really been built on the big play. They need one if they want to play again next Friday night.
Yep. What more can you ask for? The final drive, 44 seconds left, 1-point game in the playoffs.
McCarthy throws out route completed, and he gets thrown out of bounds, stops the clock. Edison, the sophomore, on the reception.
Great play to start this drive. North Hills goes sail concept into the boundary, which is a go and a 10-yard out.
38 ticks to go after that first down. McCarthy one more time. Same play, different receiver, same result. Caught by Stephen Murphy.
And just like you said, Matt, you'd like to see these corners not have that much of a cushion right now. Got to get up there and be aggressive.
33 seconds to go with the clock stopped. Kelly McCarthy asks for the snap. Steps up, can't take a sack. They have no timeouts. Throwing to the far boundary, and it's incomplete. Out on the Franklin Regional sideline, 27 seconds. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Well, for throwing the ball away, that was a little too close for comfort.
I heard the...
Yeah, oh.
Yep. McCarthy rolls to his right with some pressure. He steps away from it. Now he looks to take off and run with it, and he gets pulled down. That's only a yard gain, and here comes the clock. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. Clock continues to run. 3rd down and 10. They get the snap with 9 seconds. They go back to pass. They throw, and they complete the pass. Yes, they complete it out of bounds. 4 seconds to play. Pretty much final play of your bowl game, barring a penalty on the defense.
That took so much time. And they're too far away to throw a Hail Mary. So what's your end of the game call here? Hook and ladder. You have all your reverses and your laterals.
There was an injury. Franklin Regional had a player cramping.
I don't want to call the bluff, but I think that is going to be, I'm not going to speculate, but I think that's going to be the old ankle call.
Well,
to get
Franklin has a timeout, so either way, they could have used that.
Well, maybe they want to keep it.
Take it with them next week.
Yeah.
As Hunter Reinhardt will have to come off. Four seconds to go. That gave North Hills a chance to huddle up and try for some magic here on the 1st of November at Martorelli. There is the timeout.
They didn't want to keep it.
No. I mean, if you are saying any gamesmanship there, great gamesmanship by Coach Getzy. You have a player go down, you get to see the formation they line up in. Now you call the timeout to draw up what you want to do defensively. But
yeah, you're right.
What a football game.
What a game, yeah. But either way, too far for a Hail Mary. But this is something you practice every week in your walkthrough the day before the game. And this is a play that you dream of your whole life as a kid. Final play, 4 seconds, you're down by 1. I mean, that's what you say all the time.
That was the first touchdown of the game. 72 yards. Prevent defense on for Franklin Regional, trying to punch their ticket to the second round here in the 5A playoffs. North Hills down by 1, but just 4 seconds to play.
North Hills goes 4 by 1. They're going to throw it to the guy at the top.
McCarthy throws it back to one of his offensive linemen. That offensive lineman laterals it back to another offensive lineman. There's a flag down. Laterals it back to one of the tailbacks that rolls around. The ball's loose. And what are you doing next Friday night, Franklin Regional? You're going to Gibsonia. There is a flag down, but I believe this is going to be on the Indians. And Franklin Regional comes into Martorelli and gets the win in the first round of the postseason.
And they stole it in North Hills' house, Matt. Down 16-10 with a couple minutes to go. Force a turnover in North Hills' own territory, convert a 4th down. Touchdown, they go for it.
I'm going back to what I said earlier in this game, JP, on the bad punt to Bain. And Heath Silva pushed that ball and scrummed for that ball, so it wasn't a touchdown, it was just a safety.
You're right.
And that ends up helping the Franklin Regional Panthers make sure they move to the second round.
If that was a touchdown and not a safety, we're talking about a different team here.
Yeah. Great one at Martorelli tonight. Indian season ends at 8-3. Franklin Regional improves to 8-3, and they'll play Pine Richland at the home of the Rams next Friday night.
And despite all the excitement for Franklin Regional, you got to think about all the kids that are wearing the pads for the last time in their life right now.
Let's go down to the Macero Construction Player of the Game. Susie Cool has him.
Thanks, Matt. I'm down here with our Macero Construction Player of the Game, quarterback for Franklin Regional, Chase Lemke. Chase, How do you not let the emotions take a toll on you? You're down 16-10 in that fourth quarter. How do emotions not play a role going into that?
Our guys, it's resilience. I mean, our guys are fighting. We're never quitting. It's been a story all year. We're not quitting. We're not giving up. Whatever the score is, we're not giving up. It doesn't matter if we're down a lot or down 6 as we were tonight. We're battling.
And then a 1-point lead with 44 seconds to go. Where does this team really come together defensively?
Oh, I think our secondary really stepped up big today. Up front we got pressure, which was needed with this quarterback. He's a runner, so I think the pressure and our secondary play was real key in this win for sure.
First playoff win since 2018. How good does it feel to do it with this senior group? You're that first senior group that has had that entire tenure under head coach Lance Getsy.
I mean, it feels great. I mean, I never want this to end with these guys. I love these guys. I love all of them. All the seniors, we preach every day, that we got to work hard. It all comes down to this. It's win or go home at this point, and we just got to keep our best foot forward and move on to next week. Pine Richland.
Chase Lemke, our Masera Construction Player of the Game. Congratulations, Chase. Matt?
Thanks so much, Susie. Congratulations to Chase Lemke and to the Franklin Regional Panthers. Moving on in the WPIAL 5A playoffs, they'll play the number 1 seeded Pine Richland Rams next week.
Hats off to Lemke, well-spoken kid there, humble, gave credit to his teammates, and it was a team win for Franklin Regional. And let's talk about their leading scorer on the season, Dupil. Did not play for 95% of this game here, and it was just next man up. Gentili filled in, and he didn't miss a beat.
As we take a look at highlights, we already have Coach Getsy down on the sideline. Go back down to Susie.
Thanks, Matt. Coach Getsky, you talked about this senior group and how you have seen them grow from their freshman year until this senior season. How happy are you that that doesn't have to end here tonight after this win?
I'm so happy for these kids and for our program in general. But, that's what those kids that played for so long, you can put them in tough situations. They know how to persevere and fight through that.
You talk about the fight, and that was something that you talked about earlier this week with your team, that no matter if they're oversized or overmatched, that fight always comes out. Where was that fight best, exuded here tonight?
Oh, everywhere. I mean, where wasn't it? I think, up front, they were bringing everybody up front. We're still getting some yards, tough yards. They have a great defense. They don't give up too many points. And, and offensively, they were grinding, and our kids just kept on battling.
And the emotions, how don't they play a role with this team? They stay level-headed, they stay humble throughout that entire fourth quarter, even though they're down 16-10 at some point.
I don't know. I think it's just because we've been there before. I mean, these kids have battled back time and time again. Last week, we were down, I think, with 2:59 left by 12, and we came back. So that's what they do.
And whenever you look ahead to next week, how do you celebrate tonight's win, but then get ready for that next round of WPIAL playoffs?
Well, there's going to be plenty of time to celebrate after the season's over. So let's just get back to work.
Coach Getsky, thank you so much for tonight. Congratulations. And Matt, we're back up to you.
Thanks, Susie. Congrats to Coach Lance Getsy and the Franklin Regional Panthers. Unfortunately, North Hills, for the home fans, they end their season. But Franklin Regional keeps it going. They're headed to Gibsonia. And when we come back, stats, highlights, and a breakdown of all the WPIAL playoff action, our post-game show continues. You've been watching the Steelers High School Showcase Game of the Week, presented by Giant Eagle, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group here on KDKA+.
Macero Corporation has been a commercial general contractor in Pittsburgh since 1967. But did you know that we also have an agency construction management firm? Macero Construction Management Services can be your advocate when building or renovating your new school. If you're a school superintendent, business manager, or a school board member and have a new construction project on the horizon, Macero CMS can provide you with the complete construction management services you need for a successful project delivered safely, on time, and on budget. Visit MaceroCG.com for more information.
Did you know you can make your home or building look brand new? For the whole project, or just spot repointing, make your home exterior brand new like when it was built. Call or visit Mariani-Richards.com.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The WPIAL playoffs are here, and the best high school football action is on KDKA+. Tune in Fridays at 7 p.m. for the Steelers High School Football Showcase, presented by Giant Eagle, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Spread Group.
By having real clients and producing real campaigns, at La Roche, our students thrive by putting their ideas into action.
The students at La Roche that are using applied learning completely nailed my business and delivered me something that I am going to be able to use in real time.
It was a really nice experience to actually see how the establishment functions, being able to actually work with real people, real community partners, instead of something that was hypothetical.
Around here in the fall, harvest moons, cool, crisp evenings, and on Friday nights, legends come alive in Pittsburgh. WPIAL High School Football. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Steel City Game of the Week. Allegiant salutes the players, the fans, the cheerleaders, and the parents. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. 6 locations and a sponsor of this WPIAL High School Football broadcast.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first.
And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever.
Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
And welcome back inside Martorelli Stadium up here at the broadcast booth alongside the WPIAL champ Johnny Patrician, Matt Fargo with you as, wow, what a football game. 5A first round. North Hills able to fall off, and Franklin Regional gets it done 17-16, a 1-point game. Panthers, the 9 seed, moving on to take on Pine Richland next week. JP, what a football game.
What a game. What more can you ask for? But you have to think, Franklin came in here, the away team. They didn't have a student section. They had their band was loud and proud, and they stole it from North Hills. That playoff drought is going to continue.
We talked about that punt play, one of the critical moments of the game, and also one of the critical moments that may go unnoticed down the road is the fact that Kyle DuPill was not in this football game for the bulk of it. And you're talking about not just your guy, but one of the best in all the WPIAL. He's the second leading rusher in all the WPIAL this season and had 15 touchdowns on the year. He was really the bread and butter guy of this Franklin Regional offense.
Right. I think he only had 2 or 3 touches tonight. He's their leader. He's the guy they count on, Franklin Regional, and he was out from the first series, and they didn't miss a beat. It was next man up, and they got it done.
One thing that I wanted to mention to you, I thought that the fact that we're going to take a look at these highlights, and I think one of these things was the big play ability of North Hills, but you can't live by the big play because you'll die by the big play, and that's kind of what the story was for North Hills tonight.
Yeah, they couldn't string together really any drives, and credit to Franklin Regional's defense. They kept everything in front of them other than those 2 plays, those long pass touchdowns, but other than that, they kept a lid on that North Hills offense.
That was a 72-yard touchdown pass that set North Hills up, broke the deadlock. Franklin Regional went to work offensively, and Chase Lemke was really impressive. But how about Jude Gentili and how he stepped up tonight for the Panthers?
He was great. What an opportunity. Coming into tonight, he didn't think he was going to have 20-some carries, and he did a great job filling in for DuPill, and That's just next man up mentality, and that is the team aspect, a whole team win for Franklin Regional.
You saw the field goal there by Joey Bain. That was important for the Panthers to get on the board. Then Franklin Regional trying to make something happen. They end up throwing the interception, but Franklin Regional's defense, we talked a lot about North Hill's defense. Franklin Regional's was pretty good. Not on this one, though. This was the play that gave the Indians back the lead. Second touchdown of the night for Stephen Murphy. And that slant route, now you're starting to think North Hills is thinking about playing Pine Richland, but this is one of the biggest plays of the night. Pop pass on 4th down. Cole Davola makes the catch on 4th down and 2. They quick hurry to the line. Lemke throws a perfect ball, and Davola climbs the ladder to get that touchdown. Another look at it.
What a decision by Coach Getze to, on 4th and 1, your season is on the line, and you throw it to a guy with 0 receptions on the year. Yep. Talk about the trust in your players, and it worked out. And he was willing to die with it if it didn't go well.
Yeah, there were so many of those plays in the second half. Let's take a look at some scores from around the WPL, or maybe not, as getting more picture time there. As here we go, it's final stats. Thanks to Nate Marco for dialing it all up throughout the night. North Hill is statistically winning in a lot of these categories. Winning in yards, 296 to 186. First downs, 14 to 12. Each team had a turnover, albeit North Hills was a critical turnover that ended up in Franklin Regional taking the lead. And then the penalty yards, pretty even in that department as well, and more second half aided.
Yeah, but let me point something out here, Matt. The penalty yards, North Hills has 5 more penalty yards, and the 5 yards that stand out to me are the 5 yards on that encroachment penalty on 4th and 3 that kept that drive alive and allowed Franklin Regional to score 2 plays later and take the lead, and they never lost it after that.
All right, let's go back down to the sideline. Susie Cole and Colin Johnov standing by.
Matt, and Franklin Regional now advancing in that 5A bracket, but let's take a look at what else has happened around the Whitfield tonight. A lot of first round action happening around the Whitfield that we have to look at here so we can see maybe what game we'll check out here on the Steelers Showcase game of the week next week. The 1A bracket is not finalized yet between Fort Cherry and Brentwood, Leechburg and Cornell going at it tonight as well. So you can see here that still is all up in the air as of right now. None of those games have come to an end, but we're going to go on to the 2A bracket here. And we do have some finals here tonight. Seton LaSalle will move on to the second round. Steel Valley will move on to the second round. South Park, Elwood City, and South Allegheny. Elwood City and South Allegheny taking on one another. That is a final game that we will be seeing next Friday in the 2A bracket. Now let's take a look at the 3A one. 3A, we have some finals along the around the league. We have Amani Christian and then against Highlands, and then Beaver, they don't have an opponent yet. We'll see who they're taking on against Avonworth or Greensburg-Salem. Central Valley, they're still waiting to see who they'll take on, and between Freeport and Mount Pleasant. And Elizabeth Forward, they're waiting to see who they're going to take on between Deer Lakes and North Catholic. Now let's take a look at those 4A matchups. This might be the tightest race in all of the Whitfield. We have Thomas Jefferson. They did get that dub over number 8 West Allegheny tonight. They'll be taking on Aliquippa in the semifinals. Here next week, McKeesport got that final win over Bell Vernon, which is a surprise. Bell Vernon has been a ringer in 3A the last couple of years. They got bumped up to that 4A classification this season. But McKeesport waiting to see who they're going to take on between Montour and Mars. And we'll check out the 5A bracket as well. We know that we have that winner here tonight with Franklin Regional. They're going to be taking on the number 1 seed Pine Richland Rams next week. That's going to be a huge game. Woodland Hills taking on Bethel Park. Upper St. Clair, they got that bye week this week. They're still waiting to see who they'll take on between Penn Hills and Moon. We saw at half Moon was up a couple of points over Penn Hills, and then Peters Township also waiting on their opponent in Penn Trafford and South Fayette. And last but not least, Colin, it's time to look at that 6A bracket, which again is pretty simple, pretty small. We got Pine Richland against Seneca Valley, trying to determine who will go to the finals there, and then North Allegheny taking on Mount Lebanon for those final spots in the 6A championships. And Colin, I mean, being that Franklin Regional graduate, they hadn't made the playoffs since 2018. What do you make of this game tonight and what head coach Lance Getze put together out there?
I'm super excited as an alumni. It's hard not to be a little bit smilish over here that they won, but heart goes out to the North Hills team. They probably deserved to win the game. It was tough to watch Franklin Regional early in that third quarter. Mistake, turnover. I don't know how they won. Kudos to them. I'm just really pumped as a Franklin Regional alumni right now.
Head coach Lance Getze saying this week that his team had the fight, the humbleness to make it through the season, although they were overmatched and oversized a number of games this year. That looked like it going into the fourth quarter. So specifically looking at that fourth quarter of play, what did they really buckle down on when it came to North Hills? I mean, it came down to those final 44 seconds of play.
Yeah, I think the big thing you look at is the defense did a phenomenal job.
Mm-hmm.
They only gave up a couple big plays. Other than that, they really held North Hills in check. And I think on offense, what you saw at the end of the game there, the final touchdown, if you watch closely in the first half, they actually ran the same play, except it got called back for a penalty, so it didn't come to fruition. They came back to it late in the game, fourth down, capitalize on it, and that's what good teams do. They capitalize on the turnover there. They forced a fumble, got the encroachment penalty to move the first down on fourth down, and then get the touchdown on fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just great job of execution and letting the mistakes of the past stay in the past and just moving on to the next play.
Franklin Regional inching out that dub over the North Hills Indians here tonight at Martorelli Stadium. And Matt and JP, I feel like we're back up to you.
Thanks, Susie, and thanks to Colin as well. Doing a great job all night tonight. And go get warm. It's pretty cool down there from what I understand. But a tremendous performance there. And you know what? At the end of the day, JP, it's not about the numbers that you put up. It's about finishing. And Franklin Regional was able to finish tonight.
It wasn't always pretty, and they stole that game. I mean, as I said, North Hills was in the driver's seat, and then they forced that turnover in North Hills' own territory, converted the fourth down by North Hills' mistake. And if you're North Hills, this is going to bother you for a while. I mean, look at a handful of their players sitting together at midfield here, soaking it all in. Yep. Maybe their last time wearing the pads ever, and they'll remember this moment for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate and somber on one side and jubilation on the other for the Franklin Regional Panthers. They're moving on to Gibsonia, Pennsylvania tomorrow, or on Friday next week. It will be Pine Richland hosting the Franklin Regional Panthers. We will be on the air at somewhere on Friday night. Site and time, teams to be determined, but know that we'll keep the Steelers High School Showcase games rolling along in the WPIAL playoffs. Thanks for watching this presentation of the Steelers High School Showcase here on KDKA+. Thanks to our producer, Jake Mislivchik, director Ryan Milan, and our entire JRM Emmy Award-winning production crew. For Johnny Patrician, Susie Cole, and Colin Johnov, I'm Matt Fargo saying thanks so much for watching, and we hope to talk to you next week somewhere in the WPIAL for more playoff action. The KDKA 10 o'clock news is next. Good night, Pittsburgh, from Martorelli Stadium.